Burn Live, y'all. Merc Wonkley keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers' eye red, keeping underage, smoking off social media, killing myself for your entertainment. Sitting here with friends and family, starting a cannabisation. What it do, everybody? Welcome to another Burn Live show. What up, everybody? Wake up, everybody. You gotta look at the way. Hold on, where my music at? There we go, 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 there we go. What up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Like I said, man, I just want to get y'all into this marijuanically speaking moment. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I've been talking about some major things that have been happening in the last couple of days about the Civil War movie, about things that happened in the Capitol. Um, Civil War, Capitol, democracy, Trump. Them are some subjects. Them are some topics. Those are some things that going. What's up, Nick Brown? What's up, my dude? No auto. No auto. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Let's see. Let's give a test. Maybe it's me. Nope. I got auto, bro. I'm good on auto. What's up? How you doing, Nick Brown? Let me check my other status. What's up? How you doing? Okay, it seems like everywhere I don't have. Yeah, okay. Everywhere it seems like I don't have what's it called it. So if you're not listen, if you can't hear me on, hold on, hold on. If you can't hear me on Facebook, y'all might have to go to my YouTube page. You might have to go to my YouTube page. If you cannot hear me on Bookface, you might have to go to the YouTube page. I do apologize. I'm checking it out right. Go to the YouTube page. Nope. I no. I'm hearing myself. Nick Brown. Know what's going on, my dude. I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate everybody joining me on Bookface, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Okay. Let me know something, bruh. Let me know something, y'all. Y'all had me a little scared. Y'all had me a little scared. Y'all had me a little. So what's up, y'all? Welcome to another Burn Live show. Like I said, we marijuana keeping you connected. Hashtagging these red eyes. I already went over that. Something went wrong. Please try again. Oh my god! I swear I hate when my technology acts funny. I swear to God, I just hate that. All right, there we go. So I fixed everything. Like I said, y'all, we gonna be. I've been looking up this word democracy. And Nick Brown, for you up in here, Nick Brown, I highly appreciate it because you be watching Nay's podcast show, and I went up in there a couple of times and heard a couple of things that a little bit disturbed me, but understandable. He wasn't talking directly to me. He was talking in general. I understand when you get into your podcast, you get hype. There's always some type of anger you put into it because you work so hard for these shows and you be wanting the best. And sometimes, the weirdest outcomes come out and you just lash out. You don't mean to lash out on people. You just lashing out on a situation that's taking hand. And y'all know the Israel Hamas war is something that's real bold and unfortunately that a lot of people are taking out on. And so man, he was lashing out on a couple of people and I was like, you know what? Understandable. I'm not finna get in my feelings because he wants to lash out because people not coming to his shows or whatever. I looked up my own research and made sure understanding why he was upset. Understandable. But this is my thing I gotta say to my audience, when it comes to this dictatorship and what's going on in our community, um, we cry and yell about dictatorship. We cry and yell about we want democracy in our communities. We want to be able to vote, choose, and do what we want to do. But then when the Democratic Party takes over and does things that we do not appreciate, like take away our right to vote, okay, take away our right to freedom of speech, take a right to bear arms. When you take away these rights, then you are literally, physically, mentally taking away democracy away from the freedom of the people. And we, me and you, the potheads, the non potheads, the drinkers, the pill poppers, all of us are democracy and what we live for. And I promise you, today we sat up here all day and we said, look, I do not want the government taking over what's going on. You are going to agree with me fully. You do not want the government taking over. So this is something we can agree upon. But yet again, to say all of that, to break all of that down, we are sitting up here watching. Let me say it again. We are sitting up here watching the Democratic Party tear us apart and show us everything that we don't want and doing all this negativity. Now some of y'all probably like, Michael, how can you say that? You just can't say that. I can't say that. It's a lot of y'all right now. And I feel like I say a lot of y'all a lot because I watched the video last night of me talking. I was like, man, I said a lot of y'all a lot. But it does seem like there is a good handful of people who don't understand what democracy is, who really will sit up here and say that Trump is taking away our democracy when it's literally and physically, and it has been showing that the Democratic Party is taking away our democracy. Y'all, I let one of my coworkers see my lighter, and I've got to get it back from him. Cheers. I feel like this. Now, I don't want to get too deep off into this without saying, you know what I'm saying? It's not our fault that we thinking that the Democratic Party is the democracy, people of the future, they're just the best thing for us. I do understand that we do have this concept, we do have this idea. We do have this idea. I keep out of politics on his show. I keep out of politics on the show. That and it's a big thing we don't see. I, it seems like people, to get off subject, y'all. I'm talking to Nave. Y'all don't read this. I'm talking to my boy Nick Brown. Y'all not reading this comment right here. Nick Brown, for one, help me out real quick. Do you think having the comments over the speaker is a good idea? I asked a lot of people. I don't get no comments. I didn't know. I had two spots. I was gonna put all the comments like right here, and I guess real big to cover up this spot. But then I was like, I got this speaker. It's cool. Let me put y'all comments over the speaker. And I thought it'd be awesome. I don't know. I just thought it'd be awesome. Nope. Hold on. I missed something. I missed something. Okay. You know what tripped me off about Nay yesterday, bro? And please share this out today because Nay's a good friend of mine, y'all. What tripped me off about Nay, go check out Nay's Garden, y'all, is the fact that he was yelling at people talking about y'all don't come to my live show and y'all be missing out on stuff and y'all got to miss out to see his new girlfriend the other night. She was on the show. I was like, okay. But you gotta realize now that people got lives and jobs and things, you know what I'm saying? You probably got a good, and I believe Nate got a good audience doing his live. But I bet you he picks up double that for people after his live. And I really, truly believe that. I truly, truly believe that. That the dude picks up his he pick up his audience after the show, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I believe that's a beautiful thing. I believe that is a very, very beautiful thing. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Don't thinking that I'm up here trying to be mean and mad and discouraging. I just believe. Yeah, I just found out why my one page wasn't popping. Now it's popping. So let me get on over here to that page. Okay, cool. So, and this is the reason why I just think he was a little over aggressive. He was just like, man, y'all don't come to my shows and y'all be missing out. And I be like, you know what? I be feeling the same way, Nick. I feel the same way because I be trying to do giveaways. I be trying to put articles, and I'm not good at putting articles together. You know what I'm saying? I work overnight, ladies and gentlemen. I literally work overnight, and what I do is I work overnight. I'm listening to videos. I don't get to watch it. I'm listening to videos and I'm making sure that they catch my interest. And if they catch my interest so much, I may listen to the video twice. I come up here, I discuss it with you guys. I break it down. I discuss it. I show the video. I go over the videos, showing that it's facts and stuff like that, and we going about our business. I believe that's like one way of just showing people, like, look at her. This is what I believe in, ladies and gentlemen. It may not be the best thing to believe in, but it's one of the things I believe in. Let's break it down. Let's have a discussion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay. Some people, not to say Nay all the time, but Nay is like of the aces where he's right and he doesn't care if he's wrong and you can kiss his ass, and I don't want to get like that. I don't want to get like that. I have looked up enough things to where it's hard for people to change my mind. I can admit that. It's going to be hard for you to sit up here and change my mind about something that I have done plenty of research on. But I'm going to honestly say there is information out there that can change my mind about things that are going on. But okay, Nick, and I don't know. Well, everybody can see you putting comments. See, that's why I like the comments right here. Everybody can see that. Nick, this is my thing. Everybody, especially in the marijuana business, in this marijuana community, everybody's not into politics. Okay, so I try to make it enjoyable, laughter, funny, make crack jokes, and bring up articles that are true to define what is going on in the news and in politics. That's why I've been putting up in my comments about democracy and the Civil War. Now, Civil War is about a movie, but still, it's in the same future because I believe, and this is just what I see, I'm still under the belief that Civil War will be happening in the next 10 to 15 years. Okay. Now, I can break it down. I think I'm going to break it down a little bit longer when I go into definitions of why, but I do truly, truly believe that we're going to go into a civil war. I do believe it's either going to be the megas versus the left, or it's going to be the immigrants versus America. It's going to be the megas versus the rest of the country. Or it's just going to be the government versus America. You know, one of these things, something's going to break the camel's back. And with wars breaking out everywhere, you got people that wants to claim that America involved in a war is fully our fault. We just in here, we doing it all. We are the bad guys. We are trying to tell Israel what to do. We're making Israel fight Hamas. And you hear a lot of stories. So I even got people fighting me on Instagram like, you know what, Michael Dawg, Capiche, bro, you are wrong. And I can't believe you putting out these stories. And I be like, hold on, wait a minute. I have not put out no story about Israel or Hamas because yet again, there's a lot of things that I don't know about Israel and Hamas. There's a lot of things I don't know about Russia and the Ukraine war. Okay, I have learned a lot since the war had taken place, like how long Russia used to own Ukraine when they first Ukraine-Russia war started, and Ukraine got its own land and became its own country. Because like right now, ladies and gentlemen, we at 183 or 193 countries. So if Russia takes back Ukraine, it's gonna be -1. So it's gonna be 182 or 192. Okay, basically like that. Now, not to say that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you gotta realize we as human beings, we are conquerors. Now, a lot of people up there are like, I don't want war. I want peace. I don't want nobody to go and be die. And I'm with you too. I don't want innocent killing all over the world. But you got to understand, you got to realize this, y'all. War is real. Conquering is real. Okay, that's something that man does. Slavery. Hello. Slavery is still alive. Okay. Slavery is still alive. Now, I would honestly tell you, is slavery still alive here in America? I would have to argue with you. I would have to argue with somebody and say racism, racism. No, it's not in America. Um, Discrimination is here. Yes, you could discriminate against somebody's skin color, race. I'm with you. I would honestly say that is here. I would not argue with no one about that. Okay, I won't sit up here and won't argue with you not one bit about that. What I will say, racism is hard to find here in America. Thinking that the white man is going to tear me down is something that I'm totally against. Thinking that Trump is some of the worst racist person on the planet is something I'm against. Bruh, I just heard that Trump name is in over 2,000 lyrics in the rap industry. I got songs I listen to right now I would pull up and play, and they got a Trump verse in it. I got two songs. Hey, I know three of them. Matter of fact, on my playlist, two of them where they're dissing Trump, true indeed, and I got one that says he voted for Trump. So it's like, what are we looking for? What are we doing? I put this. Look at the shirt. Burn live, y'all, with the marijuana plant right there. This is what I'm about. I'm about smoking weed in America the legal way. I'm about cannabis conservating the values of the Constitution for us, me, and you, so we can smoke. That's what I'm about. But you would think I'm tripping. A lot of people was like, I'm tripping. But every time they say I'm tripping, every time they say I am tripping, Nick Brown, because I'm talking to you because you the homie. You are the homie. Okay. Every time people say I'm tripping, from here on out, I'm gonna start showing this trailer. I'm gonna start showing this trailer off. I bet you want to see this. My favorite scene of the trailer. My favorite. I can't say this is my favorite trailer, but this trailer really, really explains what the government believes our civil war is going to look like. I think, yes, my cousin looked at this and said it confused her. It looked like it was the people versus the government. But if you look at the end of the trailer, you did see some of the government attacking the White House. Right there. That's the government attacking the White House in that scene. Now, I'm keep bringing this up, and if y'all look at my old videos, I'm like, okay, Michael, you is kind of bringing this up a little bit, a lot, bro. And the reason why, because there are more things done this year that has been unconstitutional, that has never been done in history, or that has not been done in over 100 years. That is making me look. It's making me wonder. Like, what is the point? There's got to be a point to what's going on. That's why I look at this and I see this movie, and then y'all know Obama put out an help influence a movie on Netflix, um, turning the back on the world or something like that. I always forget the name of the Barack Obama, but that's a big talk too. So this is a bigger talk, and the only reason I feel like this is a bigger talk because of the simple fact it's in the title. And then my favorite and my favorite scene explains it all. This scene right here, not right here, right here. This scene right here explains more likely to me of what the Civil War is going to look like. It's really going to be American versus American. It's not going to be versus the military versus, well, it's not going to be citizens versus the government. It's going to be your neighbors versus your neighbors all over again. I say this, and normally I say this jokingly, and I don't know how to say this jokingly on this show, but I hope somebody laugh at this when I say this, but I'm saying this proudly. It's going to come a time where white people are start to get upset at black folks for all the negativity that we put on them. Oh man, white folks is to blame for this slavery. The white folks is to blame for why black folks ain't doing something. The white man is the reason why I can't get nothing to eat. The white man is the reason why I can't get a good job. The white man is the reason why I can't get a house. The white man is going to get tired of that shit and like, you know what, nigger? I'm tired of you too. Okay? I believe that is going to kick it off right there. A awkward George Floyd incident is going to wake America up and put us in a scenario and a synopsis that's going to really start a civil war. And I guarantee it's going to start from a George Floyd incident. Picture George Floyd incident reversed. And the white people are finally upset. Like, no, 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 I cannot take this shit no more. Call me a cracker, call me what you want, call me a hunky. I don't give a fuck. You is not finna keep shooting us. Okay? It's more of us than you black folks, and I'm tired of y'all always telling me on social media that I need to be depressed. I owe you black people money. I paid you your reparations. You still not happy. You still destroying you still destroying America. You still fucking up the streets. You still got bad school zones. It's not my fault. And that's what's going to start a civil war here in America. Something like that. Bullshit you not. Bullshit you not. And when a civil war starts, you're going to have incidents like this. There are two types of Americans here in America, and I'm going to admit this. I would say this in front of anybody. I would debate with anybody. There are only two types of American here. People that love, let me move that to the side. People that love this flag, love it, bleed it. And there's people here that don't love America, that will literally piss on this flag. I met a person that don't love America, literally wants to be in another country. Told me to my face. I want to say I didn't want to take her serious, but I took her serious as a heart attack. I sure did. Didn't want to. Did not want to. But I had to take her serious as a heart attack. Like, you really don't want to be here. You really think there's other countries better than us. Oh, yeah, I'll take any sovereign country. You take a sovereign country where they telling you what to do? They telling you how to eat? They telling you how many kids you can make? Telling you what job you can have? Telling you what religion you can believe in? That's what you want? Crazy. 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 That's why I start off with that's why I keep leaving the title Civil War in here, because I believe it's coming. I want to wake people up. And then you got things like they taking Trump off the ballot. They taking Trump off the ballot. Somebody that I want to vote for, you're taking off the ballot. I wish you would do that shit here in Nevada. Do it in Colorado, okay, whatever. Don't do that shit here in Nevada. And then what make it so bad and what's making me mad and hot was getting me on my nay. Was getting me on my red eye. That's why I like to call it. What's getting me on my red eye is they taking people out of the candidacy like Vivi Ramaswamy. Come on, man. You don't like Vivi Ramaswamy? That's on you. I like this dude. People want to know there's a new candidate out there who you want to vote for. What type of person would you want to vote for? I want to vote for a person like Trump. I want to vote for a person like Vivi Ramaswamy that's going to drain the swamp. Okay? Here's a little. I I wish I could have got the video of him declaring, if y'all take him off the ballot, I'm emptying myself up out of the race. I wish I had that clip, but I don't have that clip at the time. That's why this man up here don't want to be a great not Nick, bro. I feel like it's just me and you, bro. They don't want the truth. That's why they don't watch our shows. And the people that don't want the truth don't want to smoke weed and get high. You know why people don't? You know why people don't want to smoke weed and get high and watch my show? Because this shit that I say will stick in their brain. The shit I say would stick in their brains. They couldn't get rid of this.
GOP candidates.
Yeah, who are you with?
Jake Trailer, NBC News.
Thank you.
You said the other candidates were quietly gloating about the decision yesterday in Colorado. What exactly were you referring to?
I'm referring to the fact that many other candidates have now referred to their project in Colorado of being one of collecting delegates. Well, I think there's something deeper at issue here. I think the right answer should be to say that we don't tolerate this form of election interference in the GOP primary. And the easiest way to solve that problem, to nullify the effect of that election interference, is for no GOP candidates to participate in a primary that's rigged. I think other candidates have refused to make that same commitment as me. And I think it reveals that this may be part of their plan, which I don't think is actually what most of the Republican voters want. We don't want a rigged primary. We want one where the people who elect the government leaders are the ones who actually get to choose who leads the government.
No other candidates have followed suit on what you said. Are you surprised by that? Do you expect them to?
I would expect them to. I would hope they do. But I would be deeply disappointed if they don't. I think this is about something bigger than just this election. This is about basic principles in this country. We, the people, are the ones who choose our U.S. president. That's the way it works in the United States. So if you can have unelected judges in a particular state using their own theory of the law when somebody has never even been charged, let alone convicted of an insurrection or otherwise, to make their own interpretation to keep somebody off a ballot, I think that's the beginning of the end of the democratic process.
In a minute, in a second, in a heartbeat, trust me, y'all. Trust me when I say this. They are going to start saying that putting 1776 is racist. They going to start saying putting 1776 is racist. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. I just seen a small video, y'all, that somebody put out that says, quote unquote, eating pumpkin pie means that you're privileged. Have anybody ever heard any type of crap bullshit like that? Eating pumpkin pie is ridiculous. Also heard something. Hey, I was sleeping on this. I was sleeping on this too. Oh, you didn't hear that? Okay. Is Nick Brown? If you got TikTok, bro, go look it up because I think that's really where it's at. Is on TikTok. I think that's really where it's at. It is on TikTok. Nick Brown. Also, hey, this is just what the article said, man. This is what people are on. So I don't know how you know what I'm saying. I didn't say it. I didn't bring it up. I like giving out little quotes that I hear. Like I said, dog, I be at work, dog, I hear these quotes and some of them stick in my head that are funny and I try to remember the important ones. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to remember a way to take notes at work while I'm at work because for one I can't have my phone out, so I'm just listening to videos after videos after videos after videos after videos. Some of them catch my attention so much and they stick in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm the ones I really try to run with. Other videos don't, you know what I'm saying, and I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying, because almost every video I play while I'm at work has some type of information that I wish I can write down or something like that. I just got it. All right, y'all. I just got it. Now, I want to present this next topic, and I'm actually finna put myself on a timer to make sure I give this next topic and subject. You know what? I don't know how long. Okay. I got 9 more minutes. In 9 more minutes, I got another topic that I will be bringing up. I am going to finish this topic right here. I'm so sorry. That's so unprofessional.
Process in our constitutional republic. And so I would say, I want to make a point, is it would be a lot more convenient for me if Trump weren't in this race, but that's not how I want to win. And any other Republican that's trying to win that way should be ashamed of themselves, and I think has actually revealed themselves to be something other than what they claim to be, which is a true patriot who stands for our constitutional principles.
If Iowa or New Hampshire somehow took Trump off the ballot, would you withdraw from the caucus here or the primary?
Iowa and New Hampshire are not going to do it because we're actually here and responsive to the people, and I think that the answer is. I'm not responding to scenarios that don't exist right now. We see a case that came down from Colorado. It was dead wrong. And the answer is we have to stand for what's right. California is now saying the same thing. I posted that is actually their lieutenant governor is instructing their secretary of state to look into it. I posted the same thing earlier today. The same principle applies there as well. And so I don't know what kind of gotcha game you're trying to play or exactly what agenda or narrative you're trying to push, but I'm giving you my hard answers, which is that I believe we stand on principle, that we should not want election interference in the GOP primary, and it is shameful if other GOP candidates can't stand up with the spine and say the same thing.
Elite Medical Center is the closest emergency department to the
Every time he speak, I'm gonna cough this through. Every time he speaks, it need to be a round of applause. Hey, Nick Brown, if you still here, bro, tell me if you hear this round of applause, please. Tell me if you heard that. I just need to know if you heard that round of applause. If you didn't, you didn't. You did, you did. I just need to know. I got these sound effects. No. So I got these sound effects, bro, and they not even working. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Right on it. So, this can't say I still got 9 minutes. Okay. So, okay. So we can start on our next topic. Our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world that's watching me live or watching whenever you're watching it. I heard the amazing story, and I'm bringing this back. I'm bringing this back. I'm using headset, so well, that's okay. So I'm bringing this story back. Okay, a long time ago. Matter of fact, I remember the day. It's crazy. Around September 15th. Before 9/11, there Alex Jones put out an article. He actually put out an article, then he went on a podcast. He said that COVID-19 was coming back. All right. And I got prepared for it. I told a couple of co-workers at work. They was like, "Oh, Michael, you funny. You always talking that stuff." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." So my one coworker still don't believe me, but I was like, if you really look at what's happening, a lot of people has been getting sick and stuff like that. Like all of a sudden, people just start getting sick out the blue. I talked to my cousin. She's in the nursing business. And she was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? COVID kind of picked up a little bit. Now, you know what I'm saying? Move along a couple of months later. COVID has really broken the fuck out. Hear me. If you're not listening or if you're not seeing it in your community, still listen to me. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen, because I heard this story and I would go bring up the podcast that actually brought this up, plus the extra stuff that they talk. Matter of fact, got me fucked up. Got me messed up. So, basically, but remember, Alex Jones told us first, right? Alex Jones told us first, and then it was another breakout. So now there's another breakout. A24B something. I just heard it not too long ago, and I really can't tell you exactly what it's called, but it's another breakout. All right. So, an inclusive of this breakout, they done came out with another vaccine. They want us to vaccinate ourselves and stuff like that. And it's a commercial. Now, tell me if y'all see this commercial. It's a commercial that wants you to take a flu shot and a vaccine shot. They want you to do a 2-in-1. And it was already dangerous. It was already dangerous for to take us one shot. You see people getting sick and stuff like that. But now they want us to take 2 shots. They want us to take 2-in-1. And the person that they put on this commercial was amazing. And I couldn't believe I heard this. And they was like, he's getting paid how much to do what? He was what? And I was like, oh my God. Okay. So for 2 vaccinations, they want you to take the flu shot and a vaccination shot. They got one person to get on here and to do a video. I'm like, hey man, I want y'all to make a video, put out a commercial to make people get flu shot. Now I don't know if you for the flu shots. I don't know if you for it or against it. I personally am against it. Okay, I'm against the flu shot. I don't think it's right. I'm against the vaccination. There hasn't been enough trials and tribulations done on it to say that it's going to work or not. You know what I'm saying? But freedom of choice. If you get it, it's up to you. If you don't, all right. Right? But to get a celebrity person that millions and millions of people look up to, especially kids, look up to and get him to falsify this a narrative to take this shot, you know what I'm saying? Still not telling you it's a choice, like, hey, I'll do it, you do it. And you probably would think this person ain't even getting a shot their damn self. That's another thing that amazes me about the scenario too. Right? So about the scenario, right? So you get this one person, and then to find out how much. And before we get into this story, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to think in the back of your mind, how much money would you get paid to do a commercial? How much you would get paid to do a commercial that you disagree upon? And I think that's the biggest part of this conversation that shocked me, and I know it's gonna shock y'all when y'all heard, because I'm gonna play the conversation for y'all so y'all can get a scenario. But I want y'all to get this idea in y'all heads first. I want y'all to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta get a flu shot and a vaccination shot. I don't believe in it. And how much you think they'll pay a celebrity to do that? You know what I'm saying? Something that you don't agree upon. Something that you can consider is dangerous. A lot of people can say it's dangerous. There are a lot of footage on TikToks, Facebook, Instagram. There's a lot of footage of people taking the vaccination and falling out. Right? Have we seen that? You seen that? I seen that. We have all seen that at least once or twice. Somebody taking a vaccination and falling out. So for a celebrity to sit up here, a famous celebrity, sit up here and say, hey, you know what? Take the vaccination. This is all good. It's all good in the hood. Let's do it. Let's do it. Matter of fact, not one, but let's take both of them. Take both of them. We'll be all right. You know what's good for you. So I'm gonna play this article because they go better. They're gonna give out the name so you know, you see. I don't want y'all to give. I want y'all to put y'all point of view down in the comments, which I think just listen to this conversation. It's amazing.
Guys that have reached out to me on Instagram from the NBA that are like, man, we appreciate what you're standing up for, Colby, but we can't say the same thing because then we'll lose our livelihood. Then we won't have our checks to pay for our houses and pay for our food on the table for our families. So I feel bad for these guys where they're not allowed to express their real thoughts and feelings. They have to listen to what, the narrative that's shoved down their throat from the left.
What if you found out that your favorite basketball player, your favorite football player, your favorite athlete is not speaking from the heart? Let's start right there. I know a lot of people that like sports, and like I said, I'm into sports deeply. Okay, I'm into sports deep. I like sports. I like basketball, football, hockey, baseball. I can't wait till professional volleyball start next year. I bet y'all don't know nothing about that. Bruh, I like sports like a mother. Okay? All right, let's put it out there, and I'm putting it out there. But to find out already, let's start right here. To find out that my favorite athlete ain't speaking from his heart. He just doing a pay. He just trying to get a paycheck. He just trying to get a paycheck. I got a problem with that. I got a serious problem with that. If that is the problems, or they having the problems of being themselves because they don't want to get them checked. I have a problem if you trying to be something that you claim to be, but you don't really think that way. You like when you go home, like, man, I feel like what's it called? Like, come on, man, let's be. That makes me feel like I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job.
In the NBA, and there's one way. And if you go up against it, then you're going to lose your job. I mean, look at what they did to Kyrie Irving. They painted him out in the street like he was the biggest villain of all time. The guy's just, believe in free speech, believe in, his own, right to choose what he should do with his body. My body, my choice. He's not like a guy like Travis Kelce out there who's believing in, I'm paid off by Pfizer. Guys, get 2 shots at the same time. That's the healthiest thing you could ever do with your life. Yeah. Dude, 2 shots. I mean, I didn't get the vaccine. I don't believe in vaccine, but I'm not against someone that does believe in vaccine. If you did get the vaccine, you should probably just get one at a time, because if there's an adverse and wrong effect in it, then how are you going to know which one's the cause of it if you're getting 2 at the same time? That's irresponsible. Travis Kelce is one of the biggest pieces of shit of all time. The fact that he's advising people to do that, he's.
Whoa. My Kansas City people. My Kansas City people. Your tight end is getting called out. How do you like your tight end getting called out for being a sellout?
He's not doing it. He's just telling people to do it because he's getting paid off and bought for by Pfizer. It's disgusting.
And how much you think Taylor Swift has this? Because Taylor Swift is sort of the darling of the left. Dude, this guy won 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
He seems like a rugged, badass dude, arguably the greatest tight end playing today. How much is the left, the narrative, the Taylor Swift coming into Travis Kelce and infusing their ideology on him, you think?
Oh, yeah, 100%. But that, that's a fake relationship. That's just the left putting these 2 powerful figures together so they can be role models and teach these nasty things to kids of today. That it looks, you can tell that the left is just going after the most famous people they can, the athletes, celebrities, entertainers.
Yo, so do we got a problem? Do we got a problem? I think we have a problem. This is where I'm up here saying, yes, indeedy, we have a problem, Houston. I seen this commercial plenty of times, and it didn't dawn on me like that. I'm not going to lie to you. This is where I say, bro, I'm willing to learn and change. All it takes is a good conversation. Let's sit down. Let's talk about some things. I was sleeping on this. And I bet you my friends in Kansas City, except for maybe one of them, if I gave him a phone call and be like, hey, man, what do you think about the vaccination? All right, man, I don't think the vaccination. So what you think about your tight end on football promoting getting a vaccination and getting a damn flu shot at the same damn time? And I got one friend that promotes a lot of Kansas City stuff, bro. This is amazing. This is what I'm talking about, bros. How do you feel if your favorite superstar out here is a sell out? Or he's not able to speak how he truly feels because he want the checks. He want the damn check. Now you trying to chase a bag. Is you going to sell out for chasing a bag? Huh? Is you going to sell out for chasing a bag? Is the bag that important to where you going to get the flu shot and a vaccine shot at the same damn time? This is probably one of your, somebody watches my show, this is your favorite football player right here. And like I said, I seen this commercial, and I guarantee you seen this commercial if this your favorite football player. Now, the question is, are you for the vaccination or are you against the vaccination? If you're against the vaccination, then why is your favorite football player for the vaccination? And not only for it, he wants you to get a whole nother shot at the same damn time. How crazy, how impossible, how incredible is this? How remarkable is this? Now, I asked a question earlier. How much you think he getting paid for this one commercial? One commercial. How much you think he getting paid? Ladies and gentlemen, when you going for that one commercial to sell out, what you thinking? 4 mil, 5 mil, 6 mil. One commercial, y'all. You doing a commercial. You doing this commercial right here. What do you think? What you paying? What you paying somebody? Huh? Yeah, I gotta smoke to this. This is Chelsea. This is a Super Bowl winner. When I found out how much this man was getting paid, but I know y'all probably sitting before we go that far. I know y'all probably sitting up here and y'all probably thinking in your heads, man, they all doing it. But would you do it? When you find out your favorite football player, basketball player ain't speaking it real, ain't keeping it real, do you have a problem with that? Do you? I kind of do. I kind of have a problem with that. Now, if Chelsea believes in it, that's different. He believes in it. Okay, rock with your boy. You believe in it. But if you don't believe in it, I got a small one. I have a small one with you. And don't get mad at me because I got a small one with you. I got a problem. I want y'all to hear more. I hope they get the part. Wait till they
and they're just getting them to shove their narrative down these kids' throats.
Wait, what? Guys, I just searched something right now based on what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay, I, if you don't know the answer, I'm really curious to know what you're going to say. What do you think he got paid from Pfizer for this commercial?
$100 million?
No one's going to pay that kind of money.
I'm saying for the whole campaign.
Let me tell you something. For $100 million, I'm fucking jabbing everybody.
But hear me
Pfizer's
out.
not
Hear me out. Typically, you get a cost like $500,000, $1 million. That's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
What do you think he got paid for that?
Okay, now that's like that. What, $5 million?
What do you think? That's a lot. I've not heard of $5 million deals for a Travis Kelce. What do you think got paid for that?
I mean, listen, for you to go around and be the spokesperson for Pfizer and you're the face of the
what
NFL
I'm
and you're dating Taylor Swift.
How much?
Yeah.
Whatever number you're like, dude, I would
Give it to him.
Hold this number up, Rob.
I'd go
just sent you-
$10 million.
look at that.
20
$20
million.
Are
million.
you kidding me?
Wow.
Did you guys know this? I did
I had
not
no
know this.
idea.
I just Googled it right.
It makes
According
sense.
to a
Catch.
report from Andrew Pitcash, Travis Kelce was offered a strong incentive to take part of the Pfizer promotion. The Kansas City Star is stated to have made a massive $20 million from the.
I just wanted to take the time out so y'all can see and read it for yourselves. That's all. I just blew it up so y'all can see it for yourselves. Okay? All right?
The advertisement.
Oh, weird.
Oh my God, I had no clue.
And then think about this. But
Just from advertisement. Come on, man. Your boy is getting paid out here. Paid. But like I said, some of y'all might be with the vaccine. Some of y'all might think, hey, it's safe. You know, it's the right thing to do. Michael, you tripping, man. It's the right thing to do. If you believe it's the right thing to do, then I apologize. But I just wanted to bring this story to your attention because it blew my mind. And I think this is something that we need to know. And like they said, like, I'm in the wrong business. Maybe I need to be getting stuck with some needles and finding out and becoming a test dummy. Because if I'm going to be a test dummy and I'm going to get a commercial, yeah, okay. I just know y'all gave Travis Kelce $20 million. I'm a nobody and I'm going to be a test dummy and I'm doing the commercial, bro. I need at least, like they said, I need the 5-6 mil. I need the 5 or 6 mil. I need to keep it real. I need the deal. All right? Yeah. Man, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a vaccination that just came out, 2 years ago? No, 3 years ago? A vaccination that came out 3 years ago, we still don't know what it'll do. Still don't know how good it does. Still don't know all the results. Still been tested on humans. Woo! And you gonna pay somebody $11 million to tell you able to get a booster shot and a flu shot. Okay. I ain't even had to hit the timer to make sure that I spent time on this because I knew for a fact this was going to blow y'all minds when I brought this story to the front. When I brought this to y'all, I knew it. I said, man, wait till I tell my audience about this. This is going to shock them. This is probably out of everything. And then I bet you my Kansas City Chiefs fans, they probably don't care. They probably give zero fucks about this as long as that boy brings a Super Bowl home. They not tripping off the vaccination and they ain't tripping off none of that. They just want to make sure they boy get home. And if that's the case, then I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you. You don't say you don't care. So what is the argument? What is the argument? There is no argument. I'm sorry for having this discussion with you. But now to think about, like I said, to go back to the beginning, now to think about true indeed, that your favorite artist, your favorite person is not keeping it real. They've been handed a script. And come on now, Sports World. I think, did I post it on my Facebook page about the something? Let me see if I can go to my page. I gotta see if I posted it first before I just. Some things nowadays, I'm not for that. I'm not for the explaining. I'd rather just have a video explain, especially if they're gonna explain it better than me. Hell yeah, if they're gonna explain it better than me. And I didn't share that video. I didn't share that video. It was just a good breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, about how the NFL is on this rig. On this rigzation. Look here, I'm trying to get money off of it. So any rig thing that they doing, anything that I need to know about, I want them to let me know, put me in the game, coach. I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I'm gonna bring this. I love this, and I shared it just so I can have this as an arsenal for people who be claiming this racism stuff. And you want to hear a white person like, name another country better than America, and then they're like, oh, I can't even explain it that well. But I love
narrative in America is white people are evil, white people suck, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And
I don't think we should be ashamed of ourselves. I think that we should take responsibility for the system that we've created.
The best system in the world?
Oh, we do not have the best system in the world.
Who has a better system?
There are many European countries that are much better off than
you
us.
mean like the European countries with a higher density of whites, like Northern Europe?
That's one way to phrase it, I guess.
You don't mean Turkey?
No.
You don't mean Eastern Europe?
No.
With the communists? So the only time you can come up with a system that's better than America, it's a country that's more white than America.
Emotional damage.
I don't understand.
I love that. Cause what is their argument to something like that? That's why I'm be like, what? There's a better European country better than us. Yeah, they ain't got no niggas. Ain't got no niggas. I try to present real scenario to you guys and real true thing, but when I'm promoting myself, when I'm talking to people out in public, I ain't gonna lie, I do tell jokes. I do try to make this stuff funny as hell to people, to make it seem funnier than what it truly is. And then when they get on my podcast, they be like, oh my God, he's serious as hell. He's serious as hell. What the hell? See?
Right now, you got.
I just want to see what this is.
Recorded vote or explanation, they have denied Jack Smith's request for immediate consideration of the claim that Donald Trump should be immune from criminal prosecution for interfering with the 2020 election, trying to disenfranchise millions of voters. The special counsel Jack Smith had laid out a case for why it was compelling for the Supreme Court to decide this sooner rather than later. And just a second ago, the Supreme Court denied it, again, with no recorded vote or explanation. It means that this case now stays in a lower appellate court. It could take now months before it gets back to the Supreme Court. It means that the trial of Donald Trump that was supposed to start March 4th certainly will not start on March 4th.
That is huge.
Yeah, so Joan, what we're talking about here is that this is now going to go through the normal appellate process, and it'll go to the Court of Appeals, and that process will play out, and then maybe it might go to the Supreme Court after that. But for all intents and purposes, this is a logjam, a legal logjam, I suppose, in the way of that March start date, as you were saying.
That's absolutely true. And Jack Smith, on behalf of the federal government, had said, Supreme Court, you're going to have to resolve this sooner rather than later. Please come in now to do this quickly. And the court has said no. As I said, no explanation. Just, obviously the implication is that Jack Smith, the federal government, is going to have to go through the usual hoops of the lower court. Now, that is what is standard procedure, but what the special counsel had tried to argue was that this case was so compelling, so important to have a former president held accountable for actions from the 2020 election. He did not invoke the 2024 election, but here we are right on the eve of that. And this trial of former President Donald Trump and all the related proceedings are just going to go right through to the summer, and who knows if it's just going to bump right up against the November election.
Let's remind people, Joan, what's at the heart of this, which is this question of whether Donald Trump had presidential immunity in his actions surrounding the election.
Yeah, the issue is that, Jack Smith had charged him with four felony counts, for the interference with the 2020 election, everything up to, the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol. And what Donald Trump had said is that he should be immune from this kind of criminal prosecution because any actions taken were part of his official actions. And a lower court trial judge rejected that. Said, essentially no one is above the law, especially the former president in this case. And that was the situation that Jack Smith tried to emphasize, is that no one should be above the law, especially a man who tried to, defy the Constitution and perpetuate his time in office.
Yeah, and what's fascinating about all this, Joan, and we're getting Evan Perez and Jeff Zeleny to join us on set with us as well. But the other part of this, Joan, which is fascinating, is we just got this new story out of the Detroit News in the last 24 hours where there are new revelations, or at least the revelations are on audio now, that Donald Trump and the chair of the RNC, Ronna McDaniel, were trying to pressure those election workers in Wayne County to not certify the election results in that county. And this feeds right into Jack Smith's case, that the then president was not acting as the president of the United States. He was just trying to cling to power.
Yes, and Jack Smith made a big point about the former.
Boy. Trump wins one, he lose one. Trump win one, he lose one. Trump win one, he lose one. I swear that's what it looks and it seems like to me. He win one, he lose one. He win one, he lose one. Sheesh. Give the man a break. Give the man a break. What type of break y'all need? What type of break y'all need?
Hey, Blue, look at all...
Lost for words.
Hey, Blue, look at all these families.
That better not be on a Blue's Clue HBO special. What in the devil is going? Why is what is come? Like, this is getting crazier and crazier. I'm not finna show y'all that. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, man, things is getting crazier and crazy out here. I just be covering some of the ludicrous things that be going on, dog. I just blowing my damn mind. I hope y'all having a good day, a good afternoon, a good evening whenever time you is watching this. I hope you got something good to really smoke on, take a dab, chill. I hope your day is plentiful, because this is just real crazy. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. So, what are y'all smoking on? What are y'all doing? I know I'm starting to run out because I was so hyped. I had to calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Some of these stories that I be getting give me hype, and now that everybody's back on the Trump train and it's just finna be Trump everywhere, all over social media and all over everywhere, I gotta try to go find other things to try to cover, because I don't want to cover the same thing as what everybody be covering. So sometimes I just gotta go find more. I just gotta go find some more things to cover. And you know what? Find more things to cover. Just find more things to cover. And under the rug.
Migrants arrive in Chicago.
More migrants arrive in Chicago. What they say, 19,000 just arrived in Mexico, so we had to ship them on that. Listen here, this stuff is getting out of hand. It look, I'm stuttering. It really is, bros. Said it yesterday. This is breaking news. This is breaking news. This was posted 5 hours ago, so this literally happened today. This is still happening today. Okay, this is news that happened today, that's covered today up in Chicago. I tell you, boy, Chicago is it.
Breaking right now, more migrants arrive in Chicago. Our nonstop news crew just happened to come across an arriving bus as they were reporting on the migrant crisis at the Chicago Office of Emergency Management this morning. That's where we'll find CBS 2's Asal Rezai this morning. And Asal, this latest bus arrived unannounced.
Yeah, Jackie, that's right. We've actually been here all morning talking about the buses that have arrived in the suburbs in the last couple of days. The latest one arriving in Lockport yesterday. They were then shuttled here to this location, which is why we've been here all morning. And then within the last few hours, we started to see migrants arriving here on foot, actually. And I'm told by the migrants themselves that they walked over here from the Greyhound station. They arrived here from Texas, they tell me, this morning. They were on a bus for 3 days leading up to today. They tell me they've hardly made any stops, barely given any food. They were dropped off at the Greyhound station in the West Loop. They tell me they were given really no information. One person was told they could come here to the OEMC for help, and the rest of them followed. We saw them getting blankets and some essentials from staff here before some of them were taken away on yellow buses you see in some of our video there. Now remember, just recently, City of Chicago issued 96 citations impounding at least one bus. Just this month, the City Council approved tougher penalties, some fines up to $3,000 if buses fail to notify the city within a certain time, and for dropping off people in undesignated locations. We talked to one migrant here moments ago. You'll hear my photographer.
The question is, well, my first question is, when you find a bus, $3,000, are you finding that person that's driving the bus? Or are you hitting the bus company? And then the bus company, like, I don't care, I'm finna send this off to my boss, and the boss finna send it off to the man. That's a tax right. So it's a tax write-off or a tax write-off or another tax write-off. It's just easy money floating around. Happy 420. Easy money flowing around, bros. This is just easy tax money flowing around. You can't bullshit me. Come on, man. If I impound a thing for $3,000, me as a regular employee, as that person that's driving the bus, he not gonna care. He gonna give it to his boss. That's probably what his boss told you. Any paper they give you, you know what I'm saying? As long as they not locking you up, you okay. As long as you can, you know what I'm saying? We'll fly you home. Later, bro. We'll fly you home. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no worries up in here.
For John Guajardo, translating for him. Let's listen in.
La logística estuvo muy mala.
The logistics were really bad. The planning, they were on the bus for 3 days. They didn't tell them anything, no information, and they just dropped them off, and then you're basically on your own. And that's what they did.
And you'll see over my shoulder here, they have tape.
Do y'all believe that's what he said for real? I don't know, man. I've been watching a lot of people. I've been watching a lot of these videos, and everybody say, hey, man, I want you to say stuff. Now, these news company is in favor for some of these illegal immigrants to be here because, you know what I'm saying, that's their cousins and stuff. Like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying, I got a cousin down there. Come through the border right now. It's the best time to come through the border right now if you got a cousin in another country. Hey, man, bring the paperwork that you got. Tell them this, tell them that, tell them this, tell them that. And then they probably practicing it over and over and over in their heads. It's a weary story to go over and to discuss, but I got to discuss it because I think it's important to discuss it with you people. I love everybody. I do. But I want my country to grow from my point. I want to be able to grow whatever I want to grow. I want to be able to buy property anywhere without any extra problems. I don't want no, well, we was going to sell this, but now this is developing for people that don't belong here. Now, how long is they going to be here? They're going to be here for like a couple of years. You going to send them back? Like, nobody has no idea. Nobody has no question. No, y'all want to make them full citizens. For real. They want to make them full citizens. Oh, God. You sit up here and make somebody full citizens up in here, boy, we're going to have a mess. We gonna have a mess. I wonder what type of lifestyle are we gonna be up in when it comes down to it. For real. When it's us versus them. American citizens versus illegals. Whose side you gonna be on then? Who you gonna pick then? Oh, okay. What time we got up in here? How long we been up in here? Changing subjects. And the only reason I'm going to change this subject because I think I heard this on a commercial. Matter of fact, it was Kevin Hart Cold Tub. He sat down with Randy Moss and they had the discussion who the best of all time. And this little article says Shannon Sharpe is quick to say, no, Randy Moss isn't the GOAT. He isn't the best wide receiver of all times. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into an hour and a half into the program. I do believe. I don't have no timer. It's real weird not to have a timer on here anywhere. Yeah, we going on an hour and a half, so yeah, I can change the subject. I don't know. I'm gonna get defined. So how about this? Who was your favorite wide receiver of all time? Who is the GOAT? Who is the best? And then I think I'm gonna just play this in the background. Let us listen to it, and then we just gonna have a small discussion about who we think the best of all time.
Greatest wide receiver to ever play the game.
Hold
that
on.
wasn't a hands down. I consider myself the greatest wide receiver to ever play the game. That wasn't a shot at Jerry. I still got respect and love for Jerry, but just not the way that I changed the game of football. Shannon, do you agree with Moss that he is the greatest wide receiver of all time?
No, and I don't think it's close. And I understand I was in the league when Randy got in the league, and I played a number of years with Randy. T.O. also is in the conversation, and I was in the league with Jerry. But Jerry's the GOAT, and it's not even close. Because here's the one thing, and I was having this conversation last night, guys, on Nightcap with Ocho, and Ocho say, forget the numbers. How do we forget the numbers? How do we forget 13-time Pro Bowl, a 10-time All-Pro, 3 Super Bowl wins, a Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year? At 40 years old, the man had 1,200 yards. And the one thing that I can't get past is that Randy Moss once said on live television, I play hard when I want to. We've watched him continuously, numerous times, walk off the ball and not block. You talk about, everybody says, well, Randy Moss got a catch named after him, Moss. Where do you think Yak came from? Where do you think Rat came from? Yards after catch, run after catch. Who you think they put that term in for, guys?
Jerry Rice.
Ooh, so you heard the argument. Y'all heard the argument. I'm not going to get into it because, like I said, I don't want to get fined. So, like I said, who's your favorite wide receiver and explain why. And that argument, you can't get mad because a person sit up there and feel like they still the best. There are people in the industry that do things that feel like they the best or something. And they may not, but they feel like it's the best. It's your opinion. And I know in this sports world, you gotta feel like that. You gotta do what you want to do. But I understand when you got a person that got 3 Super Bowls versus a person that got none. That kind of shuts up the argument right there when you get into a base argument like that. I'm just saying that argument is not really too argumentative when it's really simple. Just like, okay, you play football. I understand you play football. You was you had one of the toughest catches of all time in your era. And everybody can say that. But like I just heard them say, Jerry, yards after catch, that was Jerry. Thanks to a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But Moss. Did Moss really change the game? Can we sit up here and say Moss changed the game? Or did Jerry change the game? Who changed the game in football? Name the athletes. I'm sitting up here thinking myself now. I'm sitting up here really, really, really trying to think of the athletes that changed the game in the NFL. There's not too many people that you consider changed the game. Deion Sanders, Tom Brady, I kind of want to say Odell Beckham. Just a little bit. I want to say. But hold on. I just seen something that caught my attention. I don't know. I think it was something that guy said that was interesting, y'all. So I just want to rewind and just let y'all hear this.
I don't think it's close in that conversation. This is sort of like having the conversation of Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Even though Jerry Rice is more talented at what he did than what we expected or saw Tom Brady as, is that Randy had this immense talent, but Randy ain't do with it what Jerry did with his.
No. I mean, you think about he has 7,000 more yards. He has 50 more touchdowns. He has 600 more catches. He has seven more Pro Bowls, 6 more All-Pro teams.
Yeah.
Boy, he killing. He killing your boy. Yeah, he just shut him up right there. He just shut him down with them facts. I ain't even want to look up them facts. I did not want to look up those facts, but those facts was just head busting. Head busting. Ooh wee. But yet again, back to my question real quick, just because it's brought up and we're talking about it.
This is a video I know. This is a video
Who changed the game in football? I named 3 that I can think of that changed the game. Like I said, Tom Brady changed the game. Deion Sanders changed the game. I want to say Odell Beckham kind of changed the game. Top 5 NFL players that changed the game. And I can't name 2 more. Mike Vick changed the game. But then, before you say Mike Vick changed the game, do you want to say, was it Rodney Cunningham that changed the game? Who was it? Warren Moon? The first actual running, sprinting black quarterback in the league. That person right there gives the credit to change the game. And you only got maybe 3 people that you got Rodney Cunningham, Warren Moon, and Mike Vick. Now, out of one of them 3, which one of them really changed the game? And I guess you would have to give it to Warren Moon, right? Because Warren Moon kind of did it first. If anybody in the sport, you kind of got to give it to him. You kind of got to give it to him. That's what I'm thinking. All right? So, like I said, top 5 NFL players that changed the game. This is difficult. This is a little bit more difficult than what I thought. Deion Sanders, Tom Brady. Who was my third real quick? Jesus. I feel like I need to rewind the tape and go back and think about it real quick. Hold on, dog. Deion Sanders, Tom Brady. I'm officially going to say Warren Moon. Oh my God. I guess we're going to say Tom Brady. Jerry Rice. I would need somebody else. Yes. Okay, I would need somebody else's help in the game. I would need somebody else's help. I'm not going to lie to you. I would need somebody else because that's a good discussion. That's a good discussion I need to have with some other people on here. I had that one day, maybe sooner or later, or something like that. The top 5 NFL players that changed the game. Let me see what YouTube got. Okay. So there is a video that somebody made. This got to be in 2 years ago. Only got 12 viewers. Scared to use that one as one. Top 10. Okay, now this is from the NFL point of view. Top 10 that changed the game. You can't go wrong with that, huh? You can't go wrong with that. Top 10 that changed the game, and I don't know. I guess we could have Googled it, huh? We want to see a video.
That is the receiver. Time. Hey, weeks ago, we stood in this same spot. Getting a 7 points here. All 6 of you worked your tail off. 5 seconds.
Okay, we do not want to see the whole. We just want to see.
Underappreciated pioneer. He did change the kicking game forever.
So, okay. We gonna have to Google because we gonna get in trouble. We gonna get in trouble. Yeah, we not gonna play. We not gonna play no reindeer games with them. Yep, they were gonna go into a whole. Trust me, they were gonna go into a whole heap of blah, blah, blah. So give me a second. We just gonna ask good old Google, see what Google got to say. They say number 1 is Joe Namath, Decon Jones, and Jim Brown are the top 3 people that changed the game. Pete Garliff is the kicker that they was talking about. Steve Kasker from 1980 Bills. Hey, man. They went all old school. They ain't named nobody who I thought would be in the top 5 that said change the game, change the game. That is amazing. But then these are top 5 that changed the game forever. They like forever. And I promise you, some of these people's stuff look like a bunch of bullshit. Now this looks more reasonable. This looks a little bit more reasonable right here, y'all. It ain't the top 10 about 10, but it's close enough. Jim Brown, Jimmy Namath, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor. I mean, these are people I named and that put fear in the people's hearts when they stepped onto the field. For real. That makes a little bit more sense than that other list I was looking at. No bullshit. I'm just trying to take it to the Super Bowl, you saying? Ladies and gentlemen, it's been one hell of a time on here. One hell of a time. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, you know they mad at LeBron for sitting down at a basketball game or somewhere he was at. So he did not stand for the national anthem. Hater. They got him, but you know what? That small little ridicule. He gonna take that one on the chin, bro. Y'all not hurting me. Y'all not hurting me. Me. And y'all know y'all not hurting that boy. I don't know what that was, because we ain't no yellow diamond nothing.
Life Enrichment Director.
Woo. It's been another good show, man. Too bad I couldn't share out. You know, they was hating on me sharing all my content to everybody. I promise you they be sneak dissing on my shit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been another good Burn Live show. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Murd Wankley keeping you connected, hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers I read, keeping underage smoking on social media, killing myself for your entertainment. It's been another blast in this motherfucker. Till next time, I'll see y'all. Peace.